keep it to yourself. I'm feeling curious, want to explore it, nothing too serious. Forget the world for a minute, before we know it, the future's the past. Seize the moment while we're in it, hold on to each other as long as it lasts. I don't care about forever, 'cause sometimes forever is over so fast. Hush, hush, baby, come in here with me. I want for you to go. No need to worry, there is no hurry to stay. We'll take it slow.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm joined by the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Orlando Magic at Amway Center. It's been hard to come by a W lately for this Orlando group. The goal tonight is clear, figuring out a way to solidify some momentum. Coming into this game, they've struggled, just 2-8 over their last 10. And a guy that is often overlooked on this team is Julius Randle. Gives you a little bit of everything at his position. How do you view his development, Kenny, as a player?
Oh, he's a great passer for his size. You know, I haven't seen that many big guys who are able to play that fast and still read and react. Great, sees the game all around really well.
You know, I love his hustle. I love his attitude. You know, the way he brings these things to a one-on-one situation. Love this guy. You know, I'm a Laker guy, so really got to love the Lakers.
I thought you were a Heat guy.
I am. I'm
I
both.
thought you were a Celtic guy.
I thought you were a Cleveland guy.
You were a
An
Cavs
Orlando
guy.
Magic guy and a Phoenix Suns guy.
You're a man of the entire NBA.
That's right. Renaissance man.
And that does it for us. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Tell him sit down. Be humble. 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 Sit down.
It's the Lakers, and they're doing business on the road. It's an interconference NBA matchup. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. DA David Aldridge is on our sideline. Thrilled to be back in Orlando. The Magic ready for that home court advantage. Right now, guys, they want nothing more than to pick up wins, which have not been the easiest thing for them to do so far this season.
You know, during the course of a long season, one of the things that you really look forward to is approaching All-Star break. It gives you a chance to kind of get some physical and mental rest and really get away from the game. You know, your teammates, your coaches, and that's not always a bad thing.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, Luke Walton played 10 seasons in the NBA, but it wasn't until near the end in 2011 that he started to consider coaching. Walton says, "I never thought about it until I hurt my back." Now, while he was out of action, Phil Jackson invited him to sit in on the coaches' meetings. Walton said, "I realized that I liked that side of the game." And Kevin, he succeeded Phil Jackson as head coach of the Lakers. Back to you.
It definitely did, David. He won titles when he played for the Lakers. Now he'll try to bring that winning mindset back to L.A. And both these teams very aggressive. Looking at early offense. Transition defense, I think, would be critical. What do you think?
Up-tempo basketball, Kevin. Up-tempo basketball. Right now, the pace. How do you control the pace? You got to control the boards. You got to be aggressive on the defensive end because this game can get out of hand if you don't get back on D. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And now the Lakers starting group. Randle is the 4 with Lopez in the middle. The lengthy pair of KCP and Ingram on the wings.
and it's Ennis in at the 1.
And Caldwell Pope just blows past defenders with his speed. Just a sensational finisher all around the bucket.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Fournier pulls it down. Knocks it loose. Here's Caldwell Pope, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Nice, and you can't forget about the bunnies on Caldwell Pope. I mean, this guy is definitely looking to slam it down whenever he gets an opportunity.
Payton with the ball, now guarded by Ennis. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Caldwell Pope, finished off the break. Caldwell Pope's got his third basket of the night.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
No good from Simmons. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Back to Payton. Down low. And here's Caldwell Pope. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And the versatility of Caldwell Pope, not just the score from outside, but also a threat to shoot the ball close to the hoop as well.
Payton kicks to Gordon. Pass to Fournier. And nothing is falling for him right now. To the middle. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. That's 10 points for Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Fournier pass to Biyombo. There's Gordon with the 3. The Magic again can't hit. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Raptors.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that?
How about the word lethargic? You can see it in their body language from the opening tip. They just didn't have it.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. The 11-footer. And again, it's the Lakers.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Tough night. I mean, they attacked on both ends, and unfortunately for them, they just got called for a lot of fouls.
No question. The officials were active, trying to keep control of the game that affected the substitution pattern.
Brook Lopez coming over to the Lakers this past summer in a deal for D'Angelo Russell. Strange to see Lopez not in a Nets uniform as he had been with the team so long, but he is someone this Lakers team wanted.
Yeah, I mean, the Lakers saw a strong center to help take this team to the next level. Lopez gives you a lot and doesn't need a lot, so it'll be a big help with the maturing of this young Lakers core. Moment now to see the numbers for Ingram. He's averaging 15 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
Good on the three-point shot.
And they can breathe a little easier on their fourth shot. They finally hit the target.
Goes up the baseline. Lopez, no luck. The Magic trail by 11. Fournier with the ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston. Tipped away. Lopez with the steal. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul. It'll go to the line.
And we all know Brook Lopez can score in the post, and he might be just as valuable working from the elbow and running in that pick and pop action.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And Brook Lopez with the ability to face up and Greg post up.
High post or low. I mean, his passing and shooting ability give him that versatility. He is a load to handle for our defense.
Lopez hits them both. And the Lakers, Greg, have acquired some intriguing young talent. Do you see this group blossoming into elite status?
I mean, there's still some question marks. Injuries have been an issue. I do see some all-star potential for some of their young fellas. Superstar potential, though, tougher to say. They've got something to build on, though, and that's key.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Lob pass to Gordon. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively.
Hey, guys, just a little too nonchalant there. That's a couple turnovers here in the last few minutes, and those miscues can spell trouble.
Now Payton. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And it's Gordon missing.
Well, that makes them 1 for 5 from the field so far. They need to start getting some better looks.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And how about 6 of 8 with that one? And there is no slowing down this young man.
The Magic trail by 17. They set the screen. Shot from 12. A rebound by the Lakers.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they've just given away.
It's good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Orlando's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Fournier dishes to Payton. In the corner, it's Gordon. Another miss by Orlando.
Not a very consistent quarter for him in terms of his shooting.
And there's Randall on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Randall's got his first points of the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Left side, Gordon. Gordon with another miss.
A frustrating start to this quarter for him.
Here's Ingram. Not going to go that time. The Magic go the other way with it. Fournier against Caldwell Pope. And Fournier kicks to Biyombo. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it, the fast break chance. Here's Caldwell Pope. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Started.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Well, I just watch KCP out there, and whether it's on the ball or off the ball, he's so active with his feet and his hands. He's so hard to shake. He can hound a perimeter threat all game long.
Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. The Lakers in 5th
just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
And a wide open look for Simmons. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Simmons got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Caldwell Pope. Another miss by Caldwell Pope.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And Fournier kicks to Payton. Lets the three fly. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Here's Ingram. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Ingram's got his second bucket of the night.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Now here's Payton. He's guarded closely. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. We take a second here to take a look at the shot chart for the Lakers.
And you look at the chart and you see they have done a lot of their damage in the mid-range game. So often teams will try to force everything at the hoop or only rely on the three to score, but they have seen what the defense is giving them and taken every open look they found.
The Magic trail by 19. Passes it to Biyombo. Simmons on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Buries it from three-point range. Simmons got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Magic. Randall. And Randall throws it down.
The brutal strength of Randall, allowing him to finish right there through clear contact.
Well, Orlando shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Gordon with the screen for Payton. Outside Gordon. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Chris, you had to deal with different injuries during your playing career. Some guys get bit by the injury bug and some others avoid it their whole career. Do you think that staying healthy, Chris, is a skill or is it just luck of the draw?
Man, that's a great question, Kevin. I really can't answer that when you look at a guy like Jordan and seeing him only hurt his ankle one time. Or,
right.
You know, I do think when you take care of your body and you prepare that you can definitely stave off injuries. But at the same time, I think it's the luck of the draw. If you were a guy like myself and you're rebounding in the paint and there are a lot of feet under you, you're going to come down on someone's ankle and twist your ankle. We've seen a lot of non-physical injuries, a lot of injuries that just seem to happen out of nowhere. When you look at George's injury with the Olympics that time, or you look at a guy like Steph Curry with his ankle injuries that he had back in the day. So I really can't answer that. That's a great question. It's like what comes first, the chicken or the egg? But I would just say this, no matter how hard you work, it takes a little bit of luck to be successful. I think we always say that. So I would lean on more so the side of luck than necessarily being prepared and not having an injury.
Good answer. And it's Orlando with the rebound. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
And both clubs really building for the future right now, trying to pull themselves out of the doldrums, badly needing wins.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Gordon a screen. Out to the right wing. This one for three. Orlando gets it back. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Kuzma, that's good.
And already with the commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Oh, okay, you've done your job so far, but the question is now, can they sustain this level of energy? There's still a lot of game to play.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Shelvin Max checked in for Evan Fournier. Lakers leading by 21. Puts it up from 15. And another basket for the Lakers.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Three-pointer Augustine gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, that's a shot they'll be happy with on every trip, no matter who's taking it.
Here's Nance. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Around halfway through the season and a chance here to recap where all the teams in the West sit in the standings. Taking a look at Golden State. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, there's Los Angeles. They find themselves in the dregs of the conference.
You know, for Los Angeles, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
This is just not a team that is positioned to be very good at all. Now, look, the players are doing their best out there, but they simply just don't have the right mix of players nor the execution to get it done yet.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Right off the opening tip, they've been relentless, and this style of play can be hard to come back against.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, you got to love it. Everything's working. Offense, defense, already a big lead.
Here's Azania. 17 points in his last outing. Three-pointer Augustine, and he's good on the three ball. Augustine's got 8 points.
And a good job taking what the D gives him. He's not going to pass it up with that much space.
Hart, no good. The Magic trail by 19. It's stolen. Pass to Clarkson. Takes it from 10. Rebound by the Magic.
Hey, look, that's what they want. The ball is in his hands in the post. Just didn't have the touch that time.
Gordon, a rebound by the Lakers. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. Shots good by Clarkson. He's got 8.
Well, he's played a smart and strong game. His field goal percentage proves it.
Augustine passes to Mack. The pass to Augustine. There's the pick. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Hart. Lakers leading by 21. And Luke Walton, the Lakers' 6th head coach in the last 6 seasons, counting interims. I think they're going to be patient with him, though, as he rebuilds.
I hope so. I mean, the fact that he's a familiar face, a SoCal native, and a former Laker helps buy patience from the fans. Also, his deal is guaranteed through 2020. They need to give him a chance.
Rob. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. For Los Angeles, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Greg, it's been a long rebuild for the Magic, but they really feel they've got a plan in place.
Well, you've heard the front office talking that they're going to win at least 1 championship by the year 2030. And I got to say, that's an interesting quote, to say the least. I mean, I have heard of a 5-year plan, but a 13-year plan, I guess you'd call that building for the long term. And since Dwight Howard back in 2012, the rebuild effort just has languished here in Orlando, unable really to draft any superstar talent. And last season, trades for veteran talent didn't really move the needle either.
Pushing it up. Here's Hart. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
And it's about the tempo, guys. It favors them, and just look at that score.
Well, that's where they have the advantage tonight. They're just a better team in transition.
And, Greg, when you look at the Magic, do you see a plan or a roadmap here?
Well, you look at that trade for Serge Ibaka going into last season, and that was probably a sign that ownership was growing impatient. They wanted to cash in their chips and really go for it. And now they might need a rebuild from that rebuild.
You're right.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Azania gets it to go.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
The shot's good from Nance.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Takes a three. Lopez grabs the board. Lopez has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so it's Los Angeles, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Right, and as the defense collapses, that opens up inside-out opportunities. Productive first quarter.
The Magic shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. So for the Lakers right now, the big men are Nance and Lopez. Hart is out there with Clarkson. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here is Augustine. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Rockets in Houston. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Orlando shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
One shot.
And Chris, when you played, what did you always appreciate from your front court mates?
Wow, defense, someone that could...
Now that's what I'm talking about right there.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another Unleash Chaos moment.
The location of that assist was awesome. That was a sweet lead pass.
Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Gordon. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's right around 17 points a night, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Let's now pause to take a look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests for the Magic.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
Here's Clarkson. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Orlando.
And going to the free throw line will be Clarkson. Confident move there.
And how about the 46th pick back in the 14 draft? Jordan Clarkson has certainly exceeded expectations thus far in his career. An athletic combo guard, he's really succeeded playing at both the 1 and 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And Greg, Jordan Clarkson, he has an offensive game, doesn't he?
He's able to shoot with range, and he can attack off the bounce as well. I think that enables him to kind of play on or off the ball. And I think he has a chance to be a really good two-way player in our league.
Good on the second free throw.
Former first-team All-Rookie after being picked in the second round. Clarkson, a draft day steal.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's Azania. 6 points for him. Three-pointer Augustine, and the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And then slams it in.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
Takes the 3. The rebound by Brook Lopez. Lopez has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Kuzma, that one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, this is what he likes to do. Try to break your spirit.
But yeah, I mean, you're already getting dogged out there. I mean, and now he's landing body blows.
Good D by Lopez.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Off target with was what? A pretty good look from mid-range.
Covered by Nance. Fires from the line. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He just looks more engaged this second quarter. A far cry from his disappointing play in the first period.
Here's Lopez, and he banks in the layup. Lopez has got his second basket of the night.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. And Chris, power forwards today shoot a lot more three-pointers. If you played today, I think you'd be incredibly effective in that role. How do you think you'd be in that role?
Oh, yeah, I think that that's something I would have definitely had fun and relished in. I did shoot threes a couple of seasons in Washington and was pretty successful at that, but the style of play was just so different then. Big men were asked to stay in the post, and there was a lot more work in the post, a lot more pressure on the big guy to get to the free throw line to wear down the defense. So the whole game was different then. The big man kind of ruled the game. Today it's a point guard's game, and so what's great is I'd have to step out to give the point guard a lot more room to drive, to take a shot blocker away, or because there aren't any shot blockers. And so I definitely would love to hang out in that corner and shoot that easy three, or at the top after a pick and roll and pop right back. That would have been a lot of fun. Plus it would give you freedom, because when you can shoot that Jimmy like that and you got a nice wet jump shot, it allows that pump fake to work all day. So I would have pump fake a lot from that three-point line and dunked on a lot of people. So that would have been fun to have that freedom as they do today. Just like it's fun watching these young guys let it fly from that three-point line.
And they double up Peyton. Gordon inside, covered by Nance.
They have been bored dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
They get it again, and Caldwell Pope gets the basket. Caldwell Pope's got 18 points.
Just fantastic to have a scorer like Caldwell Pope, a guy who can let it rain from any spot on the floor.
It's stolen by Ennis, and they're running all alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Payton kicks to Simmons. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
Artful use of the screen there. Gains the separation he needs for a good look.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
And Julius Randle, that 7th pick back in the 14 draft out of Kentucky, was a 5-star recruit out of high school and was able to help get the Wildcats to the championship round. So this is a guy who is used to the spotlight.
2 shots.
That free throw good from Randle. And Julius Randle with an intriguing game, a great rebounder. He's a pretty good ball handler for his size, too.
Yeah, he likes to rip it and run, and very athletic when he gets ahead of steam, and boy, he can be tough to contain.
And Orlando making a change here. Fournier is checked in. Both free throws good from Randle.
Well, he was drafted 7th in 2014. Randle actually dropped because of injury concerns, but you see, he has all the talent in the world.
And they double up Payton. Caldwell Pope against Fournier. Feeds to Gordon. 5 on the clock. Here's Payton. The Lakers with the rebound. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. And slam dunk by Ingram.
The length and athleticism on display. Ingram, something special on the move.
Orlando's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. In the corner, it's Gordon. Back to Payton. Three-pointer. Payton can't get that one to fall. The Lakers have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Count that bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Magic shooting 38% in the second quarter. Offensively, they look a little bit confused. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Oh, just a brick wall of a screen. Knocks the defender out of the play.
Ingram. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis. Ennis has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Connects from three-point range.
That's too much space to give him out there on the perimeter. They got to close out on him.
Nance with no one around. Off target from three-point range. The Magic have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Payton kicks to Biyombo. And it's Gordon missing.
I think a kick out is the better option there. Defense had the rim on lockdown.
And then slams it in.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
Orlando's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Simmons sets a screen for Payton. Knocked loose. Here's Nance. And the jam by Larry Nance.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Oh, well, that's because it was terrific anticipation. Also, the quick hands, a lethal combination.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Payton kicks to Fournier. Yambo dishes to Payton. Back to Biyombo. And it's Biyombo with the jam.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Well, the Lakers are enduring the worst 5-year stretch in the franchise's history. They missed the playoffs in consecutive seasons only once, and that was back in the mid-'70s. Last season, their 4th straight in the lottery.
The Lakers have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And the Lakers have always considered themselves a championship or bust type of franchise.
Well, that mentality runs up against the reality of their situation. I mean, they seem to have accelerated the process with some draft, fortune, and free agent signings. I mean, especially with Magic coming back, you know the magic is back. This upcoming offseason will be a big one for them.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Simmons passes to Payton. Gordon a screen. Off the pick. And there are the Magic with another bucket. And Los Angeles guys shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. Simmons with the defensive effort. Orlando's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Back to Payton. He dishes it to Simmons. Ingram comes with the double team. Biyombo kicks to Fournier. Off target with his 3. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Here's Payton with the putback. And the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Well, Orlando shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Payton with the ball, now guarded by Ennis. Gordon against Nance. Gordon dishes to Payton. Just 4 to shoot. The putback. Here's Biyombo. It's deflected.
A 7'3" wingspan. Ingram's reach makes him a defensive factor.
Nance. Los Angeles with another miss. And the Magic shooting at just about an even 40% from the field for the second quarter. Simmons passes to Fournier. Payton outside. It's tipped.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm. And if he does, they can...
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. The dish now to Fournier. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 4th assist in this one.
Where was the defense? You cannot leave a long-range sniper that wide open.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for it with hops.
Down low. Biyombo. That's good. Biyombo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
He played a very solid first quarter, and now he's taking it up a notch here in the second.
Lob pass to Gordon.
Oh, he gets in a good position in the post, and the entry feed is there for him.
LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Randall throws it down.
One of the young power forwards, Randall, one of the best off the dribble drive.
Randall's gone 3 for 5 from the field. And Biyombo has it in the corner from the baseline. Here's Gordon. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
And for the Magic, it's really been a musical chairs with their coaches. A lot of churning on the roster, but the pieces still have yet to gel. And honestly, it's been a mess.
One shot.
And Gordon, no good on that one. And if you're running the Magic, Greg, what's the roadmap to contention?
Well, first and foremost, it's always going to have to start through the draft. You've got to be able to get core pieces there, and then you want to continue to add perimeter shooting and focus on developing your young talent based on the way the game is played today.
Yep, that one goes in there. Max got his first points of the game.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
That one drops for him.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Well, Orlando shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Augustine from outside. The Lakers with the rebound. Caldwell Pope's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
Well, it appears as though he has lost his touch a little after connecting on 2 in the first quarter. As off the mark as he has been, they're a little lucky to be in front.
Hezonja kicks to Augustine. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Gordon with another miss.
As he continues to rack up the misses from three-point range, he still appears undeterred. He's going to keep firing from out there.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Hezonja. He's got 6. 30 seconds left in the first half. Takes the 3. Kuzma pulls it in.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Caldwell Pope lays it up off the glass. Caldwell Pope's got 8 points in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Mack. And a miss there on the triple. Fast break, the Lakers. And a missed layup.
Aggressive move to the bucket, and D is ready for it.
And so it's Los Angeles with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Contavious, you guys came out with a lot of energy in the first half. What got you going?
Like you said, we came out with a lot of energy. We wanted to get easy basket layups, knock down shot.
You got all that and more in that first half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. Got Shaq, got Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on 2K Sports. A tremendous start for Contavious Caldwell-Pope. He ended up with 24 points, 4 rebounds, and also 3 steals. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they knocked the wind out of the defense in transition, converting fast break baskets in volume. It's a runaway lead right now. In fact, this looks like a track meet.
Shaq, what'd you think about Orlando?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster, Ernie. Without major improvements defensively, this game is OVA. Over.
And that will wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the second half.
Welcome back, folks. The downtown skyline of Orlando, Florida, looking especially striking tonight. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope really making a difference here.
And through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
Oh, well, you take some chances. Sometimes you can get burned, but you hope more often than not that you can be a catalyst for your team.
Now here's Payton. Down low, it's the athletic pair of Gordon and Biyombo. Payton and Fournier are the 1 and the 2. And it's Simmons in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Orlando. And the dunk by Lopez.
And how about the excellent court vision, just keeping the defense off balance?
Well, if you're his teammate, you love this right now because all you have to do is focus on finishing.
Here's Payton. Randall grabs the board.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Count it. Lopez has got 10 points in the game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Fournier against Caldwell-Pope. Back to Payton. The feed to Biyombo. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. He's got 6.
Oh, he took a terrific angle right there off the screen, something they work on every day in practice.
A baseline J. Again, Los Angeles. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Outside, Simmons. Payton against Lopez. Payton kicks to Gordon. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, that's just a great start to the half for them. Their offense is clicking, and they have made 3 of their first 4 shots.
And Julius Randle, like a lot of these Lakers, still has room to develop defensively. Chris, what's the key for him at that end?
Well, he's already got a great nose for defensive rebounding. He's got to improve as a help defender a little bit, but he needs to use his mobility to cover that ground a little bit quicker and cut off the leg.
And that one, good. 26 points for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Biyombo with it. He's picked up by Lopez. It's stolen by Ennis. Lopez dishes to Ennis. Here's Randall. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Magic have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Now here's Payton, guarded closely. Poke loose. 6 to shoot. Gordon with a screen on Randall. Here's Payton. The Magic again can't hit.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. There's a good screen. And now Randall pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And then Randall slams it in.
You see the good speed, especially for a power forward. Randall making plays in transition.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Dishes it to Simmons. Will it go? Another miss by Orlando. Lakers have gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Here's Randall. Kept alive. Biyombo with the block. It's stolen by Randall. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. 12 points for Brook Lopez.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And Fournier kicks to Payton. Here's Biyombo. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. And Lopez gets it to go.
He hasn't missed so far this quarter, and you can see why. His form is perfect, and he's taking high percentage shots.
Payton kicks to Simmons. Biyombo, the pass to Payton. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. First trip to the line for him here.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Peyton. And the Lakers have picked second in the draft now for 3 consecutive years. Out of all the players they've acquired, Chris, who do you think has the chance to be the best, Ingram or Ball?
Well, I definitely like Ingram. I think his upside, his potential, his athletic ability. He's wiry. They played him a little at point last year. His rookie season wasn't dominant, but that doesn't mean anything. I really like his game. But I really like Alonzo Ball. I think he brings that talent and leadership. I think he has the talent to become that franchise player. And forget what I think. Magic thinks that.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
Yeah, they've come out of the break with an eye toward efficiency. One of the advantage they hold in this game.
Launches a 3, and the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. And it's Ingram missing. Orlando, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Peyton outside, inside, Biyombo. That's good, and it's Peyton with the assist. Biyombo's got 10.
He's one of the guys having a solid game for them, but as a whole, they've been lacking.
And Randall throws it down.
Anytime Randall gets near the rim, you better look out. It's about to be a brutal finish.
Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Launches it. Here's Biyombo. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. 12 points for him.
It looked as if he would never find his game after that awful first half start, but he is really hitting his stride in the second.
And the shot falls short this time.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Tipped away. Lopez with the steal. Ball going up court. And Randall throws it down.
Unstoppable tonight. Randall pulling out his entire bag of tricks and being very aggressive.
Orlando, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Lopez grabs the board.
A defender nowhere near him, and he still can't hit it. He wants that one back.
Ennis misses.
That was as easy as it gets. He needs to complete those looks.
Peyton kicks to Biyombo. Good D by Lopez. The Lakers controlling the game. Here's Ennis. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Ennis has got 4 this quarter. The Magic shooting the ball around 43% from the floor so far in the third quarter. Peyton dishes to Biyombo. And Simmons kicks to Peyton. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Nance comes in for Brook Lopez. And Hart subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Now, here's Fournier. Tight defense on him. Stolen. Hart, that's good. Hart's got 7 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Kicks it to Fournier. Tries it from 19. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Here's the screen. Randall against Fournier. Clock at 6. And the shot is long.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Oh, that's why you see them flexing a little bit. They're feeling good about how they've dominated.
Nailed from three-point land. He's got 5.
And look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Here's Ennis. And it's Orlando with the rebound. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Now here's Payton. Defense right on him.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
He feeds it to Fournier. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by Hart. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. The Magic shooting a meager 37% for the game. Now here's Payton. He's covered closely. There's a screen. Goes back up, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, you had to stop.
Now here's Fournier. He's guarded closely. Off his leg, and it's whistled a kick. Back the pass to Augustine. Here's Azania. He's defended by Randall. Here's Biyombo. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
No, this guy, his motor is always the same. No matter what the score of the game is, he always remains aggressive. Now, that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
The Magic shooting 42% from the field here in the third. And Mack has it in the corner. No good with the triple. The Lakers controlling the game. Here's Randall. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Randall's got 16 points here in the second half.
He has them reeling. They haven't had an answer for him this quarter.
To the paint, here's Biyombo. And the dunk by Biyombo.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Randall with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
They set the screen. And Augustine kicks to Azania. Here's Mack. It's picked off. Pass to Randall. Again, Los Angeles. 51 seconds left to play in the third. Out to the right wing. Takes the 13-footer. Misses the hole. Now shooting 8 for 14. Lakers shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up. And that sends Jordan Clarkson to the free throw line. DJ Augustine picks one up.
Jordan Clarkson, a scoring combo guard out of the University of Missouri. He was taken with the 46th pick back in 2014. He's made some noise early in his career with the Lakers.
Gordon's checked in for the Magic.
One shot on the lanes.
Free throw good. Clarkson. And after Clarkson's breakout rookie season, he was viewed as a key player for the Lakers.
Well, the talent is certainly there. A good athlete who can score the ball. For him, though, it's all about focusing on both ends of the floor.
Augustine dishes to Gordon. Got a piece of it. It's Hezonja in the corner. Gordon a screen. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer Augustine. The Lakers with the rebound. Nance has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Clarkson. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Clarkson's got 20.
Never back it down. Clarkson, unafraid to shoot with a hand in his face.
Augustine from outside. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
And trying to be the first one to get his hands on the miss. Instead, he's called for over the back.
There's nothing malicious about that play. Just isn't in a good spot and can't recover.
No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. We've got Dang. Clarkson is out there with Corey Brewer. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Kuzma in at the power forward. Here's Hezonja. Spates sets a screen. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Chris, you look at the way the game is played now. We have seen some retired players say it is soft.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is soft when you look through their lens. That's true. But that's the way that the game is today. And so if you're a fan just coming to the game now, or, you know, if this is the game you love, you accept it and you keep moving on. As long as the fans love it, as long as the players are having fun with it. But definitely, compared to the 80s, to the 90s, there's no doubt about it that the game is soft as far as physical play. But at the same time, look what it's produced. It has allowed players to show the beauty of an offensive jump shot, of an offensive move, and also made defenders get that much better because you have to move laterally and can't use your hands to guard.
Good on the shot.
Look, high percentage look in tight. It's hard to miss that one.
Well, Orlando shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. They get it again. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. Lakers shooting has been brilliant in this game. 67% from the floor. And the Lakers, Greg, for a long time could rely on the lure of Los Angeles to draw top free agents. History does a lot, it seems.
Yeah, Paul George listing them on his short list shows they still have that pull, but the Lakers will be big players in free agency, I believe, in the near future.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. And you look at today's players, they have so many more ways to connect with their fans. But, Chris, at times, do you think that creates added pressure for the players?
Every player has pressure. I don't know about added pressure, but I do think it's a different time with social media, and you can hear everyone's opinion. So I think that you need to focus more if you're an athlete, but I don't think it adds more pressure, because whether or not someone can type it or say it in your face or boo you at a game, you're going to hear those words.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, easy call.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Second free throw, no good. Lakers shooting with confidence. Wow, 66% from the floor.
Oh, just the ridiculous leaping skills of Brewer, really jamming it through the rim with absolute force.
The Magic have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Spates sets a screen. Fires from deep. The Magic again can't hit. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And Corey Brewer, a player who has never been known for his offense, but Chris, you have to appreciate the energy he plays with. When he's on the floor, it seems like everyone on his team is moving a little bit faster than normal.
And Brewer is a solid transition finisher, but yeah, his offense is what he is known for. He came into the league as a defender and has always hung his hat on that. He has very quick and lengthy arms that can bother perimeter players.
2.
The first one falls. And we've seen a few players come into the NBA through different paths, either playing overseas for a year or spending time in the D-League, now known as the G-League. Chris, do you think that these alternative paths to the NBA will ever be as common as the standard collegiate path to the NBA?
Well, I think it can be, only because there's such an international presence in the game, and that now you're starting to find players all over. And the great thing about the NBA is it doesn't matter where you come from. It just matters what type of skill set that you have. So I can see it being other paths to the NBA, but the NCAA is always going to be one, in the fact that guys want to play for their state teams, and that's always going to be fun to watch. But thank God for basketball fans and athletes, there's a lot of paths to the NBA, which is the ultimate if you want to play basketball.
Absolutely. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Bryant comes with the double team. Wide open. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim.
He's developed a nice in-between game. The D gave him way too much cushion.
He gets it in there. Clarkson's got 22.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Spates. The basket is good. The assist from Augustine. Augustine's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Tries it from 19. That shot off. And Orlando the other way now. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in, and they pick up 2. Well, a few seasons ago, the NBA introduced the last 2-minute report, where they release a review of all the calls in the final 2 minutes of a game. It was certainly had some mixed reaction. Chris, how do you feel about the public review that a refereeing crew now faces with the report?
Well, I think pressure should be on referees just like it is on players. I think everyone gets their job evaluated, and it's no different from anyone else. I don't know what it does, though, what a report does by telling you what happened in the last 2 minutes and that this referee missed the call. So I don't know what it does, but I don't mind it because everyone needs to be held accountable, and transparency is always good.
Very well said. Here's Azania. He kicks to Spates. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Zubac. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Passes it to Day. Baseline try. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Ripping and running. They have a big advantage now in those transition opportunities.
Knocks it loose. And Spates has it in the corner. Spates missing again for Los Angeles. They've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Clarkson. Here's Bryant. And finally they hit one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Augustine against Clarkson. Spates missing again for Los Angeles. They've gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the fourth, sinking the majority of their shots.
And Brewer does an exceptional job, keeping his eyes up, always looking to dish the rock off to an open teammate.
Spates sets a screen inside to end the run. He lays it in.
Once he gets open on the low block, it's just a matter of getting him the ball.
Here's Bryant. That shot, no good. The Magic go the other way with it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Bryant comes with the double team. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Wow, wasted possession. Thanks to what should have been a simple pass.
Lakers shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Here's Clarkson. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation to coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Here's Mack. The three-pointer off the mark.
Oh, he finds a major hole in the D beyond the arc and still can't cash in on it.
And stolen by Spates. Now here's Aflalo, covered by Brewer. Nice D from Bryant. Here's Dang, finished off the break. Dang's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
And Spates gets it to go. And Los Angeles guys shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Inside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Brewer, good.
Oh, and Brewer has such terrific length, which he uses expertly down inside to bury shots.
And here is Mack. Spates with a screen on Clarkson. No problems knocking that one down.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Team ball. Great execution on offense. Everyone working together. You wish you could have that on every play.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Clarkson's got 25 points in the game. Well, Orlando shooting at 42% in this final quarter. He's covered by Dang. Back to Mack from the arc. Brewer with the rebound. Brewer's got his 3rd rebound tonight. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Thought he was going to be able to take advantage of the D there. He had the space.
Pass to Aflalo. Here's Mack. Bangs home the trifecta.
No three-pointers for him in that first half, but the second half, different story.
The 15-footer. And a nice shot by Bryant. Bryant's got 10 points in just the second half.
That's a tough size matchup there, and he takes advantage of it from mid-range.
Aflalo the pass to Spates. This one for three, and it's Deng with the rebound. Deng's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Clarkson. It's hauled in by the Magic. Chris, if you were on the rules committee, what rule change would you like to see the NBA make going forward?
Kevin, there's not a rule I'd necessarily have changed, but I'd ask them to kind of reinterpret a couple of rules, and that goes with the flagrant foul. I often see so many plays that are just hard fouls called as flagrant fouls, and that can affect not only a player and later on whether it's a flagrant 2, but it can affect the game. It can affect the next game by how it's interpreted by a player being kicked out because of that. And so I just want to take the sensitivity or put the toughness back into that. So many flagrant fouls are called and they're not going at the head or they're chopping down on the wrist. And I just like to see it get back to be interpreted as it was a little while ago, maybe 20, 25 years ago.
To the middle. Rebounded by Clarkson.
I hope he's got some thick skin because he's going to get a lot of grief in the locker room for that one.
Got that bucket in no time at all. And that's now 10 points for Luol Deng. Deng's gone 5 of 7 from the field. That's over 71% actually. Covered by Brewer. Back to Mack. There's the triple. Brewer with the rebound. Brewer's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Zubac. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Nice work to get in position for the rebound and the putback. He has no off switch.
Spates sets a screen. Back to Mack. Spates with a screen on Deng. Here's Mack. No good, unable to end this run.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
There's the triple. That one's not going to go. So the Lakers will take it the other way.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Julius Randle.
He had a nose for the basketball tonight, playing some disruptive D and picking pockets left and right.
DJ Augustine's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Ennis is checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Well, there have been some questions regarding the NBA's playoff format, Chris, if the division by conference is a good thing or if we should open it up to even more teams. Should we even have divisions? If you were going to change anything, what might you change in the playoff format in any way?
Well, I'll tell you this. I would not add more teams. Please. I mean, if you're going to add more teams to watch more bad teams, right. No. If you can't win almost 50% of your games, no way.
Agreed.
I did hear one thing that was kind of interesting is that what if you ranked the teams 1 through 16 in the playoffs? So that, yes, I still believe in divisions.
Right.
Because I want the season to matter. Divisions, championships, that matters for a fan base. Those type of things matter. So I want to keep those in there. But if you did 1 through 16 that way, so the last 2 teams didn't have to play the best competition until the end, I just think that might be interesting. You never know what type of matchups you may have. But I think we've been having some great basketball in the last 15 years. So I don't know if necessarily we really need to change anything about the playoffs.
Interesting observations. The pass to Mack. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Yeah, just stepped out of bounds as he tried to slither around the defender there. Good job by the D to cut him off.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're leading 32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Julius Randle.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And they were in danger of losing back-to-back games before he stepped to the forefront here tonight. This was not a game he was going to let get away from him. Here's Ennis. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Zubac. It's good. The assist that time from Ennis.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
Down low. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Here's Zubac, and he jams it with authority.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
Wow, this is just a huge road win. These guys banded together. Just an awesome performance.
Augustine with it over Ennis. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Julius. Now, look, you're banging in the paint, but what do you see from your backcourt?
They do a great job of, they obviously can score the ball, but getting us into things and running the offense very well and leading the team that way.
Well, they led you to a win tonight, Julius. Thank you for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.